field, and they can cause you problem.
I mean,
And that is Man City.
we've
Don't write them off. Don't write them off.
we've seen how they've caused in their last 6 games. They've caused almost no problems to anyone.
To anyone.
And if there's a ground that Pep has also said this, if there's a ground he doesn't want to come to, we all know it's Anfield. Unfortunately for him, and this is a big game. On the other hand, we received very bad news this morning that Ibrahima Konate will be out for 5 to 6 weeks. It's unfortunate.
No, wait, what?
Yes, that Hendrick tackle. Yeah. If I hold Hendrick in my hand,
he picked up enough.
His blood will dry. Because he had no reason to make that tackle. It was the last moment. There is no way you are going through Van Dijk and Konate.
Ending of the game.
It's not just
there was
at the last second of the game.
Oh my
he got
God.
him injured. And he is in the form of his life for both the national team.
He is basically the
for Liverpool.
key for Liverpool's defense.
For Liverpool's defense this season. It's really unfortunate. I think yes, Gomez will have to come in. Conor Bradley will also put in a man of the match performance against Madrid. Yeah. I think he should be playing. He came out later in the game, but we need to know whether he will be able to feature tomorrow. Otherwise, Alexander-Arnold and Gomez might have to come in on the right-hand side. But regardless, other injury concerns, Alisson is still out, Jota is still out. Avi Elliott is back on the bench, which is good to see, given that Szoboszlai is a shadow of himself.
Really?
Able to, yeah, Szoboszlai.
What's wrong with Szoboszlai?
He's been running lots of hard work and efforts, but no end product. We are not seeing goals and assists.
No end product,
yeah, it's a shame, really. And that's why you saw Jones start ahead of him in a big game against Madrid. So that says a lot about where he is right now. And I think Jones might actually keep his place again in this game. I don't see how McAllister and Gravenberch, the game they had on Wednesday was fantastic. There's no way they are getting benched this weekend. So
that Gravenberch, that guy is also solid though.
Very solid. He has been re-energized since Slot came in, and he has taken up that position and he has made it his own. Fantastic player, Gravenberch. So I think whilst contract situations wrangle on with Salah, Van Dijk, and Trent
Alexander, boy ain't got off now. I rate. Give him now.
I mean, it's up to the owners. The fans might start protesting anytime soon, which I think is not a good look for a team that is currently top of the table in the Premier League and Champions League. You don't want to get distracted by all of these contract talks, because trust me, Salah will give another interview after a game and still talk about this same contract situation. He is not going to. So this noise is not going away anytime soon, and Slot is having to answer questions about this situation every game. So it is becoming an unwanted distraction. Let's get 3 points this weekend, and let's look forward to ending the season strong. On the other side of it is the form of Kelleher, our goalkeeper, who has saved.
Fantastic also.
This is also a big situation for Anslot to handle. Alisson will be back from injury soon. I think it would be unfair and unfortunate for him to get back the gloves from Kelleher. I think Kelleher has done more than enough. Keep hold of that. And this is not the first time he has come in and he has done a decent job for Liverpool. Last season we saw it. 2 seasons ago we saw it as well. And then we have the Georgian goalkeeper from Valencia also coming at the end of the season. Mamadashvili. We'll wait to the end of the season to settle that goalkeeping conundrum, which is a good problem to have. For Man City, if this was a Man City team with the likes of Rodri and De Bruyne, I would say they might get a draw. I mean, that's usually their best hope whenever they come to Anfield. But this is a Man City devoid of a fully fit De Bruyne, Ballon d'Or winner in Rodri, and a man for the big moments like Kovacic. I don't know who is going to protect that back line. Because as far as I'm concerned, Rico Lewis, Gundogan, and Foden in that midfield, that is lightweight. Is not doing anything. So the midfield conundrum is there. Now let's go to the back line itself. Kyle Walker, like Jeffa said, has come back from Euro with a hangover. He is a shadow of himself. Akanji is struggling. John Stones has had his injury issues and is struggling. And Gvardiol needs right now to just be giving some time off to go to a beach side and just relax.
Cool off.
Like, just let him go somewhere and relax for like a week.
Cool off. Because the guy has been doing the job of 3 people in that back line.
He has been making one error after the other. In the Champions League, he made 2 errors.
2 errors.
In the weekend, I think he made 1 or 2 errors.
1 error.
He made 1 error, yes.
He needs to take him out of the firing line right now because he is struggling, badly struggling. Gvardiol. And I think Ake, who is back from injury, might have to come in on that side. And you are going up against a red-hot Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
This is going to be a mismatch if Gvardiol is being played in that position. So they have lots of questions defensively. I think their average age right now is maybe 29 or 31, which is, it's outrageous that with all the quality they have this kind of a lot of old players. So I think there will be some changes made at the end of the season. We'll keep an eye on that. But this is not a good time for them to come to Anfield, if you ask me. And Pep said it that, he needs to. We also saw the scratches on his head after the game on.
Well, I want to ask.
I wanted to
happen.
The man has been.
When he comes.
What's happen?
We've seen Pep in action. I remember there was the FA Cup game he played at Arsenal. We played against Arsenal at I think that game was at Wembley. Yes, in the semi-final when Arsenal scored. There was that moment, I can never forget that moment. It showed Pep giving tactical analysis to an empty chair. It was that
really
funny. It shows you how
really?
It shows you it shows you how animated Pep can be sometimes. This thing, I actually said this thing that time. I said last time, I said, if there's one thing, is this point we might actually see if Pep is actually going directly to prove to become the best manager in the world. It's for this particular period. Why? Because this is it. We've always said that Pep has always had it easy whenever he gets to clubs. It's either he has the best players available in that side or he gets them brought over for him. This time is the first time in a very long while we are going to actually watch Pep rebuild the team from scratch. I wonder how he's going to do it.
I can't wait.
It's going to be difficult.
It's
going to be tough. But if he has to start it, he has to start it right now. It's going to involve a transfer in January 2016.
All right, before we leave, I want to. What's your score prediction in this game? Your score prediction.
I mean, with the injuries, if Konate was there, I would have probably been more confident of a clean sheet. But I think I don't know. I just don't see how Man City is pulling this off with the players unavailable. So I think Liverpool would win it for me, which will be 11 points. We don't want to get carried away or excited because there's still a long way to go. You can ask us now. They've been in this situation before. But you can only beat the team in front of you. So all we have to do is keep winning games. So I think Liverpool will win this one. 3-1 for me.
3-1. Jeffers, what do you think about this? Your score prediction going to this game?
I think I'll be going the opposite direction.
As an Arsenal
fan. It's not that. It's not that. I have this sneaky feeling that this game might actually end in the same way Liverpool and City has always ended. A draw.
A draw.
Yes.
But that was a fully fit Man City team with the likes of De Bruyne and Rodri in.
The same thing might actually happen again. I don't know. I have that sneaky feeling there might actually be a draw.
A draw. All right, people. Yeah. Anyway, you're watching from, drop your comments, your score prediction in all these games. This is how far we can go tonight. Ira, thank you so much for joining us on this one. I hope you guys will win your game on Sunday. But if you ask me, Ira, who do I support this weekend going into this game?
It's okay.
Yeah,